Boo.
Clearly, Steve does not realize that you start the vlog. Good morning, interwebs. Even though it's 2:26. Good morning.
What's about morning for you?
I've been up for hours. I'm all dressed and ready to sports. Soccer today. Where are you? You got dye on my ear.
No, your stud. It looked like it needed to turn just a little bit.
Is it better
was
now?
sticking, yeah, over the lip of your ear and it made it look funny. But now it's all inside. I think that looked better.
That's what happens when you wear the same cartilage piercing for, what did I figure out? I got my ear pierced when I was 18.
Something like that.
And I'm 32.
You were 19.
19?
Yes.
So 13 years I've had it, and I had the same piercing in it, and then it was bothering my ear, and then I lost it. So I had to put a different earring in, and now...
She's 32 in case anybody was having trouble with the math.
I said I was 32.
Oh, did you?
I had to think about
missed
it,
that.
but I was 32. That's right, and then I was 21 when I got my belly button pierced, which is no longer pierced. So, anyways, we are going to go to a soccer game, and it's not going to rain today. I can say with just about 100% certainty.
As certain as you can be in
Yeah, it is
a
very
changing
still.
weather state.
It is very still, and I'm going to get to my big floppy hat, I think, because it's so still out. I should find where I left it. And then, yeah, going to go sports it up.
Felt very still running north today. It felt much less still running south.
Oh, well, I guess the trees are moving some.
It's just breezy though. It's not gusty and...
Steve mowed the yard today. Look at all his pretty lines. I woke up and I looked out the window from the bedroom and he was out there mowing little lines. There they are. See? So fun.
Starting fall yard cleanup. Oh, we did have a stick down. I feel like I lied now.
Why? Oh,
because somebody asked me if we had any damage in the storm that went through the other night, and I said, well, there were some leaves down because it's
Did you
fall.
say just your wife's emotional health?
But I said that you walk around the yard, there weren't even any sticks or anything down, because they claim that a tornado actually touched down in our county, in the southwestern part.
Oh. That does not surprise me. Based on where they were talking about the storm.
Right,
but.
and they had some power lines down, and you could see just south of Washington where I work, there was a telephone pole that was slanty. The next morning.
He had not shared this information. I didn't know about that yet.
Well, you weren't home yesterday.
I know. I was gone when you got here. I know. So.
I guess I did, though, because I ate my pudding.
Yeah. Have you been enjoying having pudding?
I have.
Homemade pudding's delicious. Everyone should eat homemade pudding. There's always room for pudding. Right next to your Jell-O.
That's right.
Own compartment in your tummy. Okay, I think we should go and get around so that we're not late. So it is like 4:15? 4:31. It is 4:31 in the morning and I'm headed to bed. We went to soccer. It was good. It was a much less frustrating game. So that was nice. I don't know. It was. And then went and had ice cream cones because, well, we've been getting a treat like when my daughter scores goals, and there was no goal scored this week, but I told Steve he'd been a really good coach and that he probably deserved a treat for good coaching, so he agreed. He told me I'd been a good parent too, so we decided that we deserved ice cream cones and that we would get the kids one too. So we went and got ice cream at Sonic, and that was fun. And then we came home and Steve went to bed, and kids and I just kind of hung out. They got to play outside today because it was really, really nice. And Steve said that it's supposed to get cold this weekend. So I was like, okay, everybody, we're going to like soak up the last days of nice evening. So they stayed outside till after it got dark. And that was fun. And I made cauliflower soup tonight out of a head of cauliflower that Steve brought in a couple days ago. It had been washed and was sitting in the fridge. So I had kind of steamed it, and I wasn't super happy with the texture. I was like, ooh, if I puree this will be fine. So I made, what did I decide I called it? Creamy curry cheddar cauliflower soup. Because it started out as cauliflower soup with curry powder in it, and then it wasn't like creamy enough, so I added a can of evaporated milk, and then my daughter told me it was bland, so we added some cheddar cheese and some more seasoned salt, and then it was good. So it was also super, super filling. Like, I only ate half a big mug of it, and I was so full. So, we'll see what Steve thinks, because he had not eaten his, obviously, when I sent him off to work. Then I spent my night watching teacher vlogs because it's Sunday night, and so those all come out. So I was watching those and sewing. I spent like 6 hours in here sewing. So since I put the kids to bed, I've been sewing, and it has been lovely. And tomorrow there will be an update on Etsy. Hopefully around noon, maybe a little later because I haven't taken any of the pictures and stuff yet, but the lighting is not good to take the pictures at night. I have to do that during the day, but the daytime is not good for sewing because I have to life, and so the nighttime is good for that. So I did sew a bunch of bags today in different sizes. I made a couple drawstring bags too, and that was fun. And now I am going to bed. I could do some more sewing, and I even have like some energy, but I've decided that I want to try and go to bed around 4-ish, because then if I get up at 11-ish, I still like feel all like energized, and that's good. So, just a scooch later than I was hoping, but that's all right. It'll all work out. Tomorrow we are going to have 0 day here, so Steve is going to get us some donuts on his way home from work. For those of you that do not know, last year I did this fun thing before we started homeschool for the year called 0 day. You know, it's like you do the first day of school. Well, what's the day before the first day? It's 0 day. The day where we celebrate nothing. And so we've kind of like started into school, but I have some new like procedures and things and like ways of implementing school in our life, and Jezebel is really interested, huh? Anyways, and ways of like implementing school in our life, and so we're kind of going to do a bit of a reset, which we are constantly like resetting and changing things because that's just how it works. But I decided that tomorrow is a good day, finally, in our schedule for us to have 0 day, because the kids kept asking me, like, we could do 0 day again? They were really excited. So we're going to have 0 day today, or tomorrow, today. In a few hours, they're going to have 0 day while I'm still sleeping. Steve is bringing home donuts because they're shaped like a 0. And then we're also going to have, I think, Johnny cakes with the center cut out like a 0 for one of our meals. And then we're going to have Fruit Loops for another, which is like a super big treat because we don't have box. I ran out of room on the memory card. So anyways, we're also going to have Fruit Loops for a meal, and that's like a super big treat around here because we don't regularly have boxed cereal as like a meal. Occasionally we'll have it as like snacks, but we never eat it for like breakfast or anything. We have hot cereal like oatmeal a lot or like cream of wheat, but we don't just eat like Fruit Loops and that sort of thing very often. So Fruit Loops are a big treat, and we'll also get to string some Fruit Loops because that's just a fun project to do, right? I always enjoy that. So tomorrow is 0 day where we celebrate nothing, and tonight the kids went to bed and I was like, so tomorrow we're going to do something fun if everyone goes to bed nicely, and they all went, oh, is it 0 day? So I don't know if they heard Steve and I talking about it, or if they just kind of knew that was like a fun thing that I've been saying was going to happen eventually, but hadn't. Also tonight, if you'll remember, I bought like prizes to do when we reached a certain point total a Tuesday morning a while ago. Well, they got the first round of them because I decided we should like prize out the previous incarnation of school, and then we'll have 0 day, and then we'll start over with brand new points and a brand new totaling system and place to keep track of them and all those things. So they got coloring folders, like they're like paper folders. They're all in their baskets. I don't know where they are, but they each got a folder, and it has like an adult coloring sheet kind of thing on them, but they're like big. One of them they're like a travel theme. So one says like take the scenic route, and one of them has like a weird geometric design, and one of them has suitcases all over it. So the kids were coloring on those for about an hour tonight. They had fun with that. So that was a good treat. Everyone was surprised. Yes, but tomorrow I have to like find fun things to do. I have some ideas and some things that we're gonna do. And you know what? If worst comes to worst, we'll just do nothing. Because that seems like a good plan for 0 day, right? But yes, we'll do something fun, and we'll probably take some pictures and things. Because last year, that's what we did. On 0 day, we took a family picture, and we took school pictures, which is good for the year and was fun. So we'll probably do something similar, but I don't know for sure. And then Steve goes into his days off starting Tuesday night. So, yeah, it'll be a good time for us to kind of reset our schedule a bit and reset how we're doing things. So that is that, and like I said, it's time for me to go to bed. So I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty night.